Well, it's one of those hidden gems to me, actually. It's a place that I can go to think and just to relax if I need to find clarity. It's very warm, it's welcoming, it's kind of like a safe space. Like I said, it's a hidden gem on campus.
But all my students who've come to me about it have this moment where they're like, dude, did you know there's a whole room that's like this cozy little place where like they give you books? And I'm always like, yeah.
Amazing, just in how it's organized.
I think it's very cozy.
It is a jewel in the Seminole State College environment.
It's kind of nice. It's a little nice and cozy.
Yeah, well, it's special. It's certainly a beautiful place.
I like the environment. I think it's a nice place for learning and for especially reading.
There's this place that's like, it's not where you think it would be.
You've created that culture that if you want to enjoy reading, what do we call leisurely reading, recreational reading, you're welcome to come to the QEP Center. And that's
Hi everybody, I'm Chloe.
Hey guys, this is Abdurshid Hussain.
Hi, my name is Daniel.
I am one of the CRLs at the QEP Center. I'm also the project manager.
I work here at the Oviedo QEP as a CRL.
And I am CRL of the QEP at Altamont Springs.
Welcome to my crib. Alright, I'm showing you inside. These are all the books that we have in here. They're separated by author's last name. We have the scribe and all of our postcards presented here.
We share the space with honors, as you can see from this flyer. And that gives students a good opportunity to meet like-minded students.
Over here, this is our shelves. This is where you can get a free book.
We usually show movies and stuff. We also have books that we give away for our events, and we have magazines that we give away for students.
We also have TV here. We often show documentaries and superhero films to go with the comics and to get kids to really enjoy their time on campus.
Into Dr. Akil's office, one of the QEP directors. This is his office where he enjoys his time and listens to the music that I play all the time. So, peace out.
Hi, I'm Dr. Carissa Baker, the first QEP director.
Hello, I'm Dr. Hatem Akil, the second QEP director.
We invite you to take a look back with us over the last 5 years of our Quality Enhancement Plan, Read to Succeed.
It's a 5-year project, and it's a research project, and it's focused on improving student learning. One of the components of the requirement back in 2010, when we were developing our QEP, was that the institution needed to do a comprehensive institutional broad breadth input in the development of their quality enhancement plan.
There was a committee, I don't know, it was like a committee of important people or something, and so I really shouldn't have been on it. But somehow, by accident, I ended up being on it.
I was part of the co-curricular committee.
I've been with the QEP since its inception.
I was one of those faculty members who voted for the QEP.
I was involved with the QEP before it manifested its presence on this planet.
I was part of the QEP committee.
I was actually on one of the committees.
I was here at the beginning of it, and I was in on it from the beginning when Carissa was the head of it.
We were working with the QEP steering committee and defining the topic and basically getting ready to pull all that together and be ready when the SACS site team came in September 2013 to actually present our plan.
But it became very clear in looking at the data that the number one priority for the college was a focus on reading and reading comprehension. We had identified reading apprenticeship, the methodology and that we used in our QEP, as a faculty development process, whereby faculty were trained on how to teach students appropriate reading strategies for their discipline.
We developed the program that taught the faculty how to embed the program in their classes.
I learned a lot about the different methods and areas of cognitive knowledge and schema and how to enable people to have rigor in reading.
It should be something that every professor pursues. I took so much away from that.
It was very sort of focused on making reading enjoyable and sort of publicizing how enjoyable things are.
By sharing with students my personal dimension of like, this is what worked for me, it better enables them to kind of go on their own little journey of like becoming an expert through that.
Getting to do that collaborative work and watching students benefit is huge, huge.
It was something that was a lot more kind of systematic. It gave me a lot more tools to help students.
It gives them strategies for taking something that they've read and being able to basically dissect it.
So really it was a multifaceted approach to encourage reading in our students.
It also is a way to teach, I think, faculty members how to think like a non-expert.
In my student evaluations at the end of the semester, I had several students who said they'd never taken a class where they had to read the entire book. And that is my goal.
We really focused on two goals for the QEP. One, to improve reading comprehension using a curricular approach, and two, to just create a culture of reading at Seminole State.
Carissa did an amazing job of starting up something that had never happened before. And then Hatton just took it from there and came up with all these fresh, new, exciting ideas. We had displays and speakers and things, and it's really been well run for the 5 years of its term.
Oh yeah, the QEP's impact is just amazing. You can always see it. So just from like the events and being able to just kind of touch students and get them involved in a different, interesting way. You know, I think of the quote wall with a graffiti wall that everyone got to go and play on, or blind date with a book is always a huge event because it's just got such a big draw because it's so interesting.
Date with a book. I've gone to 2 date with the books. The very first one I went to, I got Fahrenheit 451. I read it. It was an amazing book. I ended up reading it in like a little bit less than a week.
The book I got once, I think it was on Valentine's Day or something like that. It was a surprise book.
Some people would set you up on a blind date with a book, depending on what kind of books you're interested in.
They had a photo shoot for the steampunk event, and you got to dress up.
And then I went to a steampunk event where you had on the top hat.
The Banned Books Week and the reading of books that have been censored.
You had like bars up in front of me and it looked like I was sitting in a prison, jail cell.
All the banned books that they have, like, that can't be in the schools, and like you would think that they would be like really bad books, and they're not.
Read poster project that we did again across all the campuses, and had students able to select their favorite title or a title, get a picture, and then create these posters that were displayed across all the campuses to raise the awareness of the culture of reading on campus.
The exhibit that we got in the library and on the different campuses from the Stonewall archives was excellent. I thought it was an excellent display, and I thought that was particularly useful when studying the history of the Stonewall Uprising.
Yeah, the conference on modernity was, yes, that was the one that sticks out the most because I participated in that.
Hatem and I, along with the library and the athletics department, put on Raiders or Readers in the fall, which is a week-long event featuring reading. It's a mix of sports and reading to kind of bridge the gap for students who might think of them as mutually exclusive.
It is just a way to expose our community, our students to athletics.
Well, I was a co-creator of our college's first Comic-Con Go,
Where we had an amazing Spider-Man artist come to campus.
What we tried to do was to encourage reading through comic literature, fantasy, sci-fi.
In fact, I bet I read at least 100 different books that I just found in the book nook.
I also enjoyed the Comic-Con. I participated in the movies. I also came for the Food for Thought and attended the movie also.
It was the HBCU panel, which I enjoyed significantly, being an HBCU grad myself.
And I love how they had like different people
come and discuss how we still need Black university, things like that, and so it was very interesting.
I'm actually sad that the QEP program is going away.
And it's going to be sad to see it go.
And I'm sorry to hear that it's ending. I truly am, because it's been I come down here at least once a week.
It's sad to hear that it's going.
I don't know. Wish we could just keep it going somehow. Maybe just on our own, just spreading books around and share the joy.
That doesn't mean the program goes away. So Read to Succeed and the idea that readers are readers and that we have a culture of reading at Seminole State is going to be maintained.
That although the QEP is officially winding down, that the initiatives of the QEP, the Read to Succeed theme, will remain here at the college.
The Reading Apprenticeship Program training, rather, for faculty, I think is valuable and important. And so the Faculty Center is going to absorb that program into our offerings.
But we are going to try our best to continue that spirit as best we can, inviting local authors, having events, different kinds of events for different kinds of students at a variety that would appeal to a broad range.
I think the QEP initiative was extremely successful.
There's been this sort of connection with the community, and I think the idea that authors and interacting with intellectuals and cultural figures as part of the college experience was something that QEP added that was incredibly valuable.
And working with Dr. Baker and Dr. Akil, I think that the culture of reading will persist.
Yeah, it was an exciting success, and in fact I was thrilled to be part of it. I certainly want to congratulate and acknowledge all the people that were part of it, because it was a tremendous success.
And I think we went into this wholeheartedly, and we really did impact the lives of our students.
The QEP was the result of the dedicated work of many, many people at the college who continue to support us to this day.
Thank you so much for your support over the last years.
To say goodbye to the QEP.